the ancient Australian wilderness. A place like nowhere else on Earth. And the unforgiving stage for blood versus water.
Say goodbye to your loved one. You're going to be playing against them.
Torn apart before the game even began. Brothers. Sisters. Cousins.
Vicious.
Partners. Even Survivor royalty.
Queen Sandra taking on her Princess Nina.
Locked together in a brutal individual game.
Medic! Medic!
Of raw power.
Charging that wall.
And epic endurance.
Over 50 minutes.
Cheers, you know, Doug.
New bonds emerged.
Joker and Two-Face.
This is going to be crazy.
As old relationships felt the strain.
Don't get angry at me.
Don't try and burn relationships that I spent ages building.
And trust turned to betrayal.
I am so sorry, baby sis.
In a season that delivered.
What do you mean you got Jesse's idol?
The most treacherous act.
Jesse.
In Australian Survivor history.
That's the idol.
What a stitch up.
It's eat or be eaten. I have become an animal out here.
I can't decide if this is worse than being blindsided.
Through painful.
Croc.
Passionate.
Ben.
I'm so proud of you.
And shocking goodbyes.
Khan.
One by one, they fell.
Tribe has spoken.
That was flipping epic.
And now, just 4 remain. The Commander.
I was a professional soldier. I won't stop until the mission's done.
The Warrior.
I have been to hell and back. I didn't come all this way to fail now.
The Pilot.
My whole game has been a game of control. I am the captain out here. I'm coming into land, and I'm going to do what I have to do to get to sole survival.
The Social Strategist.
If I had to do a vote now on who's played the best social game, it's 100% me. I'm going for that title.
4 very different games. And tonight, one will be crowned sole survivor.
Day 46. Tomorrow is the last day of this entire game, and it's done. It's wrapped up. It just feels so surreal. I came into this game with my partner, Ben, and when Ben was eliminated, it was really hard. I was pretty emotional, but it's given me double motivation to take this out and be the sole survivor. I feel like I deserve to be here because having been on the bottom most of the time, I feel like I've forged my way into this final spot. To be the sole survivor, I think you should really have had to put up a fight. It's written in the words, survivor. You've got to survive. You've got to actually have put in blood, sweat and tears. And I don't think any of the other 23 players have fought this hard. Yeah, I'm proud. I didn't realize I'd say those words. I'm pretty proud. When it comes to immunities, I have won 10 immunity challenges, 3 of those being individual immunity necklaces. That says I am a physical threat. It says that I am worthy of playing this game. Now, the only thing standing between here and the final 3 is today's challenge. And I have no other option except for win. There isn't room for a second or third place, so I'm aiming for sole survivor, and I'm gonna reach out and grab it.
The winner of Blood vs. Water is going to be decided tomorrow night. I'm almost there. I can taste it, and I've just got to focus and make sure I do everything I can to just get through one more day in the game. I've played socially, I've played physically. My strategy is 1 step ahead, 2 steps ahead sometimes of everyone. When I really stepped into that captain's chair was that vote on Geordie. but, you know, I've worked with a strong alliance. You have to trust your conversations, you have to trust your relationships, you've got to trust the people you've been working with this whole time. I'd love to make top 3 with Chrissy and Mark. Standing in my way for Sole Survivor is Shay. Everything's on the line. This is the way I wanted to play the game. Now I've got to beat the challenge beast, so it's a must win. I've sacrificed being away from my fiance who's pregnant with a little baby on the way, so that's priceless time that you can't get back, so I don't want it to be for nothing. I've got to do this for my family and the people that, you know, matter to me back home.
I think if I compare the Chrissy that I was on day 1 compared to me today, my confidence in what I actually can do are 2 different things. I teamed up with the best in the biz, Mark and Josh. Being out here with these people, absolute gurus of the game, and I've kept up, you know, you underestimate what you're capable of. I underestimated myself big time coming into here. If I had to do a vote now with the jury on who's played the best social game, it's 100% me. And I'll back myself as hard as I can for that because my whole life revolves around people. I love people. I don't think there's anyone at camp that loved everyone there more than me. I think the role that I had let me go very clean without any blood on my hands. You know, like I got through votes and putting people over in that jury without getting dirty, and that's clever in itself. $500,000 would change anyone's life. It's a ridiculous amount of money that no one would ever see in one lump sum, ever. You know, it's years and years and years of work. Oh my God, I couldn't have chosen 3 bigger targets. But if I want to be the sole survivor, I've got to beat the best, so bring it on.
Survivor means everything to me because it changed the course of my life. The first time I played, I met my wife, Sam. We have a family now, and it's given me everything. So the chance to come back with Sam, it's a dream come true. Sam and I were the last of 12 couples, and I could have played the idol for her. I could have saved her, but we always said at the start, if one of us wins, both of us win. So now I'm just gonna have to carry through. Just coming back a second time, this is redemption. This time, I'm a far more savvy social player. I wanted to meet everyone and be a trusted team member. I had a really strong strategic game. And so from that social bond, I got a lot of information, and it just totally changed the way I played, and I had space and time to think. And then finally, I wanted to make sure physically I was seen as indispensable to my tribe. I found an idol. I held a second idol for 44 days combined. That takes nerve, it takes courage, it takes steel. I put everything into this game. Like any family, we struggle, we pay bills, we have a mortgage. I'm playing for Harry, and to bring him home the title of Sole Survivor and the $500,000 that goes with it, it would change our lives. Now I'm at the final step. I have to get it done. This is the final part. I've just got to like one last push. The only way I'm coming off that challenge is by total and complete failure. It'll be because my body can't hold me anymore.
Congratulations on making it to day 46. You have endured intense conditions and outlasted 20 others, including your loved ones, to make it to the Final Four, which is significant because this season, Final Tribal will include not 2, but 3 people. That means 3 of you will have a chance to pitch to the jury why you deserve the title of Sole Survivor and the $500,000 that goes with it. Now, this is a big moment, and there's a lot on the line, so you might need a little love from home to help you through it. Chrissy, are you ready to speak to your family?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi! I missed you guys. I got a couple more things to do here and then I'll be home. Okay, put the cordial on ice. I'm coming home soon. Love you, Bobbies. See you then. Bye. Oh, shit.
Chrissy, did hearing from your family remind you why you're out here playing this crazy game?
Yeah, that's long overdue. Yeah, I'm ready to go now.
All right, Mark.
Great, thank you.
Hello?
Hello, it's Mark.
Hello?
How are
G'day.
you? You're the boy.
Hi, Dad. Oh, hi, Mark. It's Daddy. Daddy? 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 Hey, Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
Hi, mate. It's Daddy. It's Daddy. Hey, it's Daddy. How are you? I love you. I love you, mate. I'm coming home. I'm coming home soon. I love you, mate. I love you, mate. I'm going to see you soon.
You are very strong, Mark.
Oh,
I can't believe how well you're doing.
no, thank you, because, you know, I haven't had my mum for a long time, so I appreciate it. And you're my mum now.
I tell you what, your mum is actually looking down upon you today. I just felt her here with me, just as we're talking. And she's going to give you those wings, and she's going to make you fly. So hang in there, Mark. We love you tremendously, and whatever it is, just go for it.
I love you. See you soon.
Okay, bye, Mark.
So, Mark, that's the most emotion I've seen from you in 2 seasons.
Yep. He's a young man. We left him behind for a long time, and it's hard to do that, but I came here to do a job, and I owe it to him to get it done.
Jay.
I don't know who this is going to be.
I wonder.
Oh, bless. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Mum.
Hi, Mum. I'm good. How are you?
Good. We miss you.
I miss you so much.
Good.
I'm sorry I was away for so long.
So good to hear your voice, buddy.
What's up, Benny?
That's Chrissy. We're about to do our last challenge.
Awesome. Thanks, you. You are doing so well. Love you, darling. Bye.
Love you, Dad. Bye, Mum. Love you.
Really miss you.
Miss you.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
So, Shay, you gave up your letter for everyone else. Was it nice to finally have some love of your own?
Yeah, I really needed that. I've been thinking about that letter, and that's the boost I needed to just hopefully get through today.
Josh, you ready? There you go.
Hello.
Hey, babe.
Hi.
What's going on? What? How you going?
Oh, my God. I can't wait for tomorrow.
Oh, babe, I found out about a week ago
I was so happy. Oh my God, I was so happy. Amazing.
We're extremely proud. Dad, my brothers, everyone just says they love you.
Thank you. I love you all. Yeah.
Love you, puppy. Love you.
All right, I'll see you later. See you soon. Bye. Love you. Bye.
So, Josh, did hearing from the family give you the strength you need today?
Yeah, they've given me a little boost, man. I know it's the last effort, so I'll give it everything I've got.
Well, I know you're all dying to find out why we're here. Are you ready to get to your final immunity challenge?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shay, you're gonna need it back. For the last time, immunity is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, you are gonna hold on to pegs perched over a waterfall. At regular intervals, you'll move further down the pegs, making it more difficult. As time goes on, your arms will tire until you can no longer hold on, and you fall into the water. Last person standing wins immunity, guaranteed a spot in the final three. As for the rest of you, Tribal Council tonight, where somebody's going to become the 20th person voted out and 10th and final member of our jury. This is it. This could be a $500,000 challenge right here. Let's swap the spots. Let's get to it. All right, everyone's in position.
I don't know what's better, to look up or down.
For immunity and a spot in the final three. This challenge is now on. This challenge is now on. You only win one challenge this season. This is it. All you gotta do is stay up there longer than anyone else, and you will have secured your spot at the final Tribal Council, where you will have a chance to pitch to the jury why you deserve the title of Sole Survivor. These first couple of pegs are the easy ones. You take your hand off at this stage to get a little relief.
Oh, the stretch is real now.
Hands are gonna hurt, shoulders are gonna hurt, forearms are gonna hurt. Nowhere to hide in this challenge. All right, you've been on that first peg for 15 minutes. I think it is time to move on to the third. I'm going to give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, shit.
Everyone on the third posts.
I don't understand how your body reaches that bottom one. You must be horizontal.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That discomfort soon is going to turn into pain. Then it becomes about pain management.
What a game.
What a game. After 46 days out here, there's not going to be much left in the tank anymore. You're going to be running on fumes. Mark, how you feeling?
Definitely locking the arms up. Triceps, biceps, forearm, core, shoulders. Yeah, it's quite difficult.
Yeah, it's a forearm burner, man.
It is?
Yeah.
Mark, it's going to be so hard to beat. She's not even fading.
How you feeling, Shay? Laser focus. Been up there for an hour. Now we're gonna get to the meat of the challenge. We're gonna move on to the next peg. 3, 2, and 1. Lots of movement from everyone.
Oh.
Everyone trying to find some relief. Chrissy, head down, trying to breathe through it. Immunity is on the line tonight.
Oh.
Titus Alliance versus Shay. But it might have to break tonight, though.
5 will be interesting. Got some big decisions to make if I come out of this alive. Head or heart?
Head or heart?
Whole game. But then you put my kids on the phone. Shouldn't have done that for these guys.
We're gonna move on to the next peg. In 3, 2, 1. Mark just slowly working those arms, methodically keeping it moving. Chrissy, really starting to struggle now.
She's not even close.
Doing everything she can to work through that pain in her hands.
Oh.
Chrissy groaning now. Really trying to shake it out. We're gonna move on to the second last peg. 3, 2, 1. We're really stretched out now. Shay, Josh, looking strong. Chrissy, still in it, despite all the pain.
Oh. Ah.
Chrissy almost loses her balance. Nice save.
Ah. Ah. Oh.
Chrissy giving it everything.
Wow. Ah. Ah. I'm going, Joshy.
Chrissy, first in after an hour and 32 minutes. She is out of the challenge. No shot at immunity. We're now down to 3. Mark, Josh, and Shay all battling it out for that final necklace. Those pressure points are taking a beating. Gotta stay focused. Everyone giving it everything. Josh really starting to shake. Putting in a tremendous amount of work to stay in this.
Amazing, amazing.
Trying to find some relief somewhere. Oh,
Let's go, both heads.
Josh continues to fight. Josh continues to shake, but he is still in it.
Oh, there you go, bud.
And that's it. After an hour and 38 minutes, Josh can no longer hold in. He drops. No shot at immunity. We now have a showdown between Mark and Shay. The biggest and the smallest left in the game going head to head. It's all come down to this. Who can hold that plank position the longest?
Manifest Marky. Stop him.
Battling it out for that final necklace. This is the only way to guarantee that you do not end up on the jury and that you end up in the final 3, where you will have a shot to pitch your case to the jury. Mark is a big boy, but he is still in it.
Oh, Marky.
Mark really sweating now. Who's going to reach their limit first? O'Shea gracefully doing some ballet moves right next to him, taunting him.
So if he wins, Steph's cracking her move.
Yeah.
She wins. You might win the top.
Mark has been consistent this whole time, but he is flipping from side to side. He is digging deep. He's clearly in pain now. Can Mark hold on? No, that's it. Shay wins final immunity. Wow.
Good job, Shay. Good job, Marky. Good job, girl.
Shay, come on over.
Wow.
Congratulations. Final immunity is yours. You have guaranteed yourself a spot at the final tribal where you will get a chance to pitch to the jury why you deserve the title of sole survivor. Well done. As for the rest of you, Tribal Council tonight, where one of you will become the 10th and final member of our jury. Won't be you. All right, head back to camp. I'll see you tonight.
Crazy.
Tonight at Tribal Council, there's really not many options. Shay having immunity, it means it's basically Chrissy or Josh. It's a hard choice deciding whether to vote out my best mate, Josh, or Chrissy, who's been tied with me since day one. One of us is going home, and the other three are going to be pitching to a jury for the title of sole survivor. Someone's going to be disappointed, so there's a lot at stake.
Congratulations, Shay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can hear it in your voice. You're just like, screw you.
No.
I just won today's final immunity challenge, so I'm wearing the final necklace. That means I'm safe from tonight's vote, and I am a 1 in 3 shot from winning this game. Mind blowing.
Mate, well done.
Sorry,
Don't be sorry.
I wasn't in your top 4 playing.
Don't be sorry.
That was the risk of taking
Stop ruining our parents,
you know?
Who forged their way into the top
That's it.
3.
That's the whole game. Yeah. All right, we're going to have a chat.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Surely they're not leaving us together, are they?
This is going to be the hardest vote for you.
Let's sit. I feel weak already.
Yeah. It feels nice to finally have a little bit of a comfy seat in this game because I have struggled from the bottom and fought my way here. In the top 3, I want to be sitting at the end with Chrissy. However, now my next thought is who do I want to sit next to out of the 2 big physical threats? And they're both strategic players, so my vote tonight is definitely based on who I think I can beat at the end. Just don't speak too loud. Yeah, they're behind us. Yeah, Mark's my first option. I feel like he's got so much up his sleeve. The ball's kind of in both our courts to do the same thing.
I know.
The only other option is that they're going to both write you.
Yeah, 100%.
So, do you think Josh will write you?
I don't think Josh will write me.
So then he's going to pull you aside and say Mark.
100%. 1,000%. He'd be stupid not to take me.
I have the absolute master plan. What? And you aren't got much. Actually, well, Chrissy was happy to throw you under last night, and she would have jeopardised my game if that plan went through.
So you and I load up on her?
I'm 100% locking in on that now. I've thought about it.
Okay, let's just do it.
Plan tonight is me and Mark vote for Chrissy, and we hope the girls get their signals crossed. Chrissy voting for Mark, and Shay putting my name down, and then Chrissy goes home. It's a master plan, bro. Me and Mark, if we stay solid, which we will because we're tied together, are going to guarantee each other at least fire. The beauty is about this play, right? We will mope around camp. We're going to pitch that this chat is us just saying, may the best man win. We know where we're at. And do all this.
Yeah. Sentimental.
Sentimental, that's it. Me and Chrissy have been tied as since day one, but $500,000 is on the line, and this play is strategic. It's smart play.
I'll go and pitch him anyway.
Yeah,
I'll just pitch you.
Pitch your ass off, mate. Pitch me hard.
Are you ready for my acting?
Both of us, man. Let's put it on.
So, what did Mark say?
We actually just realised that we considered writing on the wall, and it was more of just a chat between blokes saying,
Okay.
you know, we knew that we're going to gun for each other today.
Yeah.
You don't want to give away your plan. I'm acting like Shay and Chrissy have my game in their hands, and I need them to believe that that's the case. So,
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Mark's game's similar to mine, and Mark's had 2 idols.
Oh,
You know,
100.
like he's had idle play, he's done all that. So, yeah, he's got claims, that's for sure. So, can you just put it down, mate?
Yeah.
Tonight at Tribal Council, there's really not many options. It's basically Chrissy or Josh. I've told Josh and vote Chrissy, but I've thought about it for a long time. I predicted that this would happen, and I knew I would have to go for Josh eventually. And I'm going to tell Chrissy that as much.
All right, elephant in the room, let's go.
I'm writing Josh. One of the most important moves I've made in this whole game didn't last one tribal. It's lasted for about 5 weeks, and that was the decision to push Josh forward as the leader of our alliance. This was my design the whole time. I knew to get to the end, I had to have a shield in front of me when we got to the 4. After 5 weeks of putting Josh forward, at the final hour, the perceived biggest threat is Josh, and that's all I needed. I just think he's a bigger risk, and he's a big threat, and he'll probably win.
He does have a lot of things that he's done in his resume.
Why would I take him? Honestly, he's better. The jury likes him more than they like me. He's played better.
I've got a massive decision to make. Mark will not be voting for me. He definitely wants Josh to go.
Your vote will probably be the decider.
The thought of voting for Josh breaks my heart. I don't know how I'm meant to do that. It goes against everything I stand for.
So you're not sure at this point?
No.
Oh, you're not?
I don't even know. Who I want by my side in the final 3 and who I should have in my final 3 are 2 totally different things. I should have Mark and Shay. I think Josh.
But I think all bets are off. Like not
All
all bets,
alliances are gone.
Exactly. All conversations are basically dead and untrue, and all that matters is who Big One to sit next to.
I need to switch on. This is going to be one of the biggest nights of my life. But for the entire time I've been on the Survivor journey, I have absolutely battled day in, day out with head versus heart. Those 2 are my best friends. So yeah, no, I don't know what to do. We absolutely made our tribe a little family. Can just about say that blood is not thicker than water, because none of these guys are related to me, and they'll be in my life forever.
We'll now bring in our jury.
Oh, damn.
Con, Mel, Jesse, Michelle, Jordan, Sam, David, Jordy, and KJ voted out the last tribal council. All right. Before we get started, I want to get the jury up to speed. So today was the final immunity challenge, which means tomorrow at the final tribal council, there won't be 2, there will be 3 people pleading their case for the $500,000. So, Shay, no one wanted to go up against you today, and I think that necklace around your neck proves why.
Yeah, it was a tough one. But everyone put in a solid effort. It was nice to see.
Chrissy, you stayed up there for a good hour and a half.
Yeah, I did. Hour and a half. It was pretty full on. I think the phone call prior bought me some time. That was pretty good timing, actually, yeah, to hear from the Rugrats just before we went out there.
What about for you, Mark?
I think when I heard Harry's voice, he'd grown up a bit, and that was, it was like we've been gone 8 weeks from him, and it was great to hear from him, and he was okay, but it's just a reminder of why we're out here. Everyone has left a lot behind, and we have a lot to play for and a job to do, so that's what we're going to do.
So, Josh, everyone today predicted that Shay would win. Do you think everyone's able to predict what's going to happen tonight?
You never know. It's the final tribal. People might throw some curveballs in there, but I think it's 1 or 2 of us are on the block tonight, and we'll wait and see what happens.
So, Mark, the moment you walked into Tribal, you looked quite concerned. If you are being targeted tonight, what can you do to protect yourself?
It's pretty hard because a 30-minute scramble is not going to be what protects you. It's the 6 weeks of gameplay that we've had leading up to that point, which is going to be the deciding factor for people. They're going to look at what's in their interests, and they're going to probably vote in accordance with that.
Well, Chrissy voted for you last night. Are you concerned she could do the same again tonight?
There's just not many options, so I understand copy and vote. Yeah.
So, Chrissy, you can't vote for Shay. Obviously, you can't vote for yourself. The only 2 people that you can vote for tonight are Josh and Mark, and you've described both of them as family in this game.
It's the worst predicament to be in, and Shay knows, like, when she won today, of course I'm happy for her, but I was gutted inside because I knew it was only inevitable. It's not the position I wanted to be in. I said on day 2, all right, him and him. I don't know how to say without swearing how bad it is.
So, Shay, it is interesting tonight. With you safe, the alliance of Chrissy, Josh, and Mark, which has been tight since day 1, will have to turn on itself.
That is a fact. It sucks that I have to come between them, but at least it gets my foot in the door. I think the necklace obviously brought me some time twice, and then now I'm just lucky enough to be able to sit back and watch it implode a little bit. But it's down to each person to play their role with their vote. So it's a gamble. It's a massive gamble.
Josh, do you think your relationship with Chrissy is enough to protect you tonight?
I have all my fingers and toes crossed, mate. Like, I've done my pitch to the 2 girls, and me and Mark just sort of shook hands and said, mate, it's been a pleasure. But, you know, we're going to go for it each other tonight, pretty much. And, you know, I'm relying heavily on my relationship with Chrissy, so fingers crossed, man.
All right, well, I think we should find out exactly how this is going to play out. It is time to vote. Josh, you're up.
see what happens tonight. It's been an honour.
Well, here we are. You gotta write one or the other.
I'll go count the votes. I'll read the votes. First vote, Josh. Chrissy. It's one vote Josh, one vote Chrissy. Josh. It's two votes Josh, one vote Chrissy, one vote left. 20th person voted out, final member of our jury. Josh. Need to bring me a torch. Josh, the tribe has spoken.
They have, mate. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, mate. Well done, mate. Cheers, brother. Cheers.
Well, congratulations. You three have gone as far as you can go in this game. Tomorrow night, the power shifts to the jury. So I suggest go back to camp, get a good night's sleep, and think about how you're going to convince them that you deserve to win this game. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Good night.
Oi. Are you serious?
Keep telling you, just hang him up in the sun.
They were wet, Mark. Oh, 47 days. We go for our last little morning stroll? Yeah, let's do it.
Do it.
Do you this way? Yeah, let's go.
This is too surreal to take in. I just wasn't expecting to get this far and to get to the final three. In a game like this, it's the world's greatest game, and I'm proud I got here. And I think Sam will be proud of me too, because she's part of the reason I'm here.
Nearly home.
I think looking back at the game, this has been a lot about confronting fear. I spent a long time putting myself in situations that were horrendous. They tested me in every way, physically, emotionally.
Family's going to be so proud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kids are going to be so proud.
Being out here for weeks, whenever I woke up, I thought a lot about the time I'd spent away fighting. It was the first time I was involved in combat as a young guy, and I was on a river that was just like the one we were sleeping next to. And in the early morning, in the dawn, we had to cross this river, and I came up against a cornfield and we got stuck there in a battle for about 12 hours.
It was super rough.
I mean, I was only 27. But one of my soldiers was killed.
Yeah, it's funny because I never thought about it, but then when I was here, every morning I had to think about it.
Maybe now when you see creeks like this, you'll have survivor memories, not those memories.
Yeah, so better.
Let's do that. About laughing, about Juicy Dave stories.
I think after this, I'm going to see it differently. I'm not going to see that same river that I fought in. I'm going to see a campsite where I had mates.
Well, it's been a ride.
It's been a ride. Sure has.
It's been a ride. Yeah.
To come out and compete in the game, it's blood, sweat and tears to try and get to the end. I feel a real mixed bag of emotions. And I think being here is a sense of relief and also a sense of anticipation because I know tonight I'm going to have to make a speech of my life.
Avocado. Oh, I have played such a massive game compared to what I thought and when I started.
Congratulations.
Celebrate a game well played with this feast, fit for the final three.
Originally, I was doing this for myself, but now I feel like I'm doing it for a whole generation of younger girls who are maybe scared to lift weights and are scared to be strong, but this will show them that we are more resilient than we realise.
And all it takes is sticking strong to yourself and backing yourself.
Cheers, 21 fallen men. And here we are.
We stand.
We lost a lot of good people out
We
there.
lost some good people.
We lost some good people.
I was a massive fish out of water coming in here. Now, here I am. Final three, baby. Who would have thunk it? This game puts you into an immediate state of the opposite to how you live your life.
Yeah.
I've stayed true to myself. I've been truthful, reliable, caring, social butterfly. I need to really tell Khan how good he looks tonight. Like, drop GQ. And I definitely had the social connections for people to just forget about my name. Like, my name never came up. Week one, once. Isn't that in itself a strategy?
35, 40, 45.
47. That's a lot of days.
This is it. Now we're going to play ball for the last quarter. It's time now to pitch for my life to that jury. You know, I've got to preach to them why I deserve to win.
And then there were three.
Then there were three. Now bring in the members of our jury. Khan, Mel, Jesse, Michelle, Jordan, Sam, David, Geordie, KJ, and Josh voted out the last tribal council. So, here we are, day 47, and your final tribal council. The three of you have gone as far as you can go in this game. And tonight, the power now shifts to the jury. 10 people you've had a hand in voting out, either directly or indirectly, will now decide which of you three deserves the title of sole survivor and the $500,000 that goes with it. This is how tonight's gonna work. You'll each make an opening statement. This is your chance to pitch to the jury why you deserve to win this game. Then the jury will address you. They'll ask you questions, and you'll answer them. Then they'll have a chance to respond to your answers in an open forum. Once everyone's said their piece, the jury will go up to vote to decide who wins Australian Survivor, Blood versus Water. Mark, would you like to kick it off?
Just like that, I would love to, Jonathan. When I walked onto the sands of Samoa 4 years ago, I came to play the game of Survivor and I met the love of my life, Samantha. And it's been a huge part of my life. It's given me everything. So we didn't want to be the couple that had a second chance, came back and blew it. I know we all came here to play in these battles and to fight it out, but I came to win the war as well. To do that, you need a strategy. And the strategy I came up with, it was to win. Sounds simple, but very, very difficult to execute. So the first move was really to go after Andy. Andy was a returnee player. He was a big threat, and I could have run on his coattails for a long time, but I decided not to. I worked tightly with Nina. We decided to cut him down as early as we could in the game. The next move was the tribe swap. So when that came, I had the really fortunate position to be able to choose between the new blue tribe or the new red tribe. And I could have taken the safe option, gone back to my old blue tribe. Sammy was now there, but I didn't. I chose a riskier option, Red 2.0. We formed a new majority. We were able to pull off some pretty cool early moves. We went straight after the Queen, Sandra, because we knew she was a huge threat. And then after we got to the merge, we had been planning to go after Khan because you're such a good player and you had an idol for so long too. I think the record, 21 days. The next move was a real dilemma for Sam and I. We had to make a choice between Jordan and Josh or Geordie and Jesse. And we made the tough choice to go after you, Jesse, because you two are like yin and yang. You've got like cool-headed, hot-headed. You're complementary game players, right? Both incredible threats. And so it was a really tough move, but it was a move we wanted to make. We were managing a lot of different parts, including the second idol, which Jesse had given it to Sam and was now a new threat. That really set up the final move for me. For about 30 plus days, I'd been tight with Josh, and mate, I've been pushing you as a leader of our team. What I was trying to do was to make you a relatively higher threat than I was. And in the final vote, the votes landed on Josh. I'm sure it still stings, but you are my mate. They were the major moves that I made. I feel like I have outwitted, outplayed, and outlasted. When you go up tonight to vote respectfully, I just ask you to think about considering me to represent all of you as this season's sole survivor.
All right, nicely said. Shay, what would you like to say to the jury?
Here we go. So, to me, the essence of a survivor is to fight. To actually survive and have to be at the bottom at some point and to work their way up. And I had to make sure the tribe knew, hey, Shay's a physical strength, she's going to help us get to rewards, and I sure did. I tried as hard as I could. So we did get to a fair few rewards and immunity wins. Then merge happened. That was a huge, joyful moment. You know, day 32 came, and that was the day when I knew it was me or Geordie. Whoever wasn't wearing the necklace was going and basically woke up in purgatory. So to go through that was, sure, it was painful, but
fought my way back into the game.
I had to fight my way through and use my physical strength against all odds. I ended up with 4 necklaces, if you include the one that Khan and I got before merge, which is the most in the game. I've shown myself that I am a physical threat. I'm an absolute beast and could have gone for an extra half an hour in that final challenge. This whole time I've been at the bottom actually fighting for my life. That is why I'm deserving of Sole Survivor.
Nicely done. Chrissy, you're up.
Alrighty. Thank you, Jonathan. The last 47 days have been the hardest 47 days of my life. But if you think for 1 minute that I left my 3 babies at home with no idea where I was going, what I was doing, or how long I was going to be, you are sorely mistaken. I'm not here as an accident. I made my way here on purpose. And I guess let's start at the beginning. So coming into this, I had one intention, and it was to play a social game. I've been social my whole life. I definitely wasn't going to be a physical threat. So I had to align myself with the best in the business, and I pinpointed them straight away. Started my socialising and started to meet you guys on a little deeper level. I have attended more tribal councils than all of you. I've been to 19 in total, and Brianna wrote my name down on the 5th day, and it didn't get written down again until the 41st day. My loyalty to you guys, Jessie especially, shouldn't go unnoticed, and I will remind you, I went against my blood. And to prove my loyalty to my alliance with Geordie over the other side, I went against Croc. I didn't go with what he wanted to do, and I didn't write your name down because I needed to look Geordie in the eyes and say, he's still got my back over there. With that ramifications, Croc ended up going home, and it was at Benny's hand. So there's no way that was going to go down lightly, and I needed to take my revenge on Benny. And then there was my number 1, Joshy. What a team we made. After 46 days, I've realised that blood absolutely isn't thicker than water. And you will be my family, even if you don't want to be. I know you will be my family after this. But you taught me to respect the big moves for the days leading into last night. And you were my big move. So I hope you can see why that went down last night. In saying that, other people on this jury taught me some hell stuff too. Geordie, you friggin' taught me how to laugh again, man. And in here, we are out the back and nowhere with nothing left, and humour is absolutely key. KJ, you reminded me why we're here. We're doing it for the kids. Every day you'd say they'd be so proud. I doubted it so much. If I can take a tiny bit of each of you with me to possibly represent you as the sole survivor, my job here is done. Thanks.
All right, jury, you've heard 3 very good pitches. It's now your turn to ask questions. You're looking for information to make a $500,000 decision. All right, jury, you've heard 3 very good pitches. It's now your turn to ask questions, looking for information to make a $500,000 decision. All right, Khan, would you like to start us off?
Hey guys, firstly, congratulations. You got to the end. There's a lot of us that would love to be there, so great job. You played all very different games, obviously. Chrissy, I love you. I don't have any questions for you.
I love you, Khan.
Mark, you said it yourself. You played hard from the beginning. You got Andy out. You didn't make any excuses about being a threat. That was known. I think that you were willing to make sacrifices, that being Sam, to get there. But what I want to know was that hard? Because I think naturally you would want to preserve your wife, right?
That is a really good one. When Sam and I sat down to play the game, we basically said, we've got 2 chances to get to the end. We're both the same person. If one of us wins, we both win. There was a point where we had 2 idols and I had the chance to save Sam and I didn't do it. However, it was a decision we had made in the cold light of day before we got to Tribal Council that we're not playing an idol. The other person will go back to 2 idols. It was hard, but that's what happened.
Okay, well, that's where I want to pick up, you know, because you sent Jesse over here and then made me feel responsible for Jesse being there. Tell me why those actions were necessary to your game.
Jesse and Geordie, I don't think anyone was on the receiving end of our moves as much as you both. The other part about lying about the second hole, that was very difficult, but very necessary. The fallout to that was making you look like you were a bit crazy. And I knew eventually you would be vindicated. And you were. And I do apologise for it. Because of that decision, I was able to get more steps in the game. To be honest, I didn't care if it was me or Sam. It ended up being me. That's how it unfolded.
KJ, what have you got?
Chrissy, you are literally the right mix of fierceness and tenderness out here, and I know that you would do anything for the people that you love. But do you think within the game of Survivor that clouded your judgment at times? And do you think maybe putting those that you love, such as Josh or Jordan or Mark, ahead of your own game may have jeopardised it in any way?
I think last night I showed that I didn't put all the people that I love ahead of myself. And I'm going to have to deal with that later on. I got a friendly reminder from a 7-year-old that I was out here to be loyal to me first. And if I hadn't have got that phone call, I don't know if I'd be answering like this, but absolutely not. I'm here for myself, and I think that's why I'm sitting here in a good chance tonight.
Yeah, good answer. Thank you.
All right, Michelle.
Shay, on a scale from 0 to 10, with 10 being the ultimate game player of Survivor, where would you rate your game?
I want to give it an 8. And I know that people are going to say, oh, you didn't orchestrate these massive blindsides, but I made it to this final 3 spot. I fought from the bottom. It isn't comfortable and easy to make moves from the position that I was in. And you don't really have the numbers, and so it's a lot easier for someone sitting in majority to go, all right, let's blindside this person. And so I'm actually going to give myself an extra half a point. I'm going to go up to an 8.5. All of you guys obviously wanted to be sitting here right now, and I did something right.
All right, Josh. What questions do you have?
Chrissy, mate, we had it from the start. The bond that we built, you were calling me family, you know, and we said we're going to look out for each other the whole way through. The whole game, you pitch loyalty, family. You're talking about, you know, my new incoming baby. We're family together. You just threw me under. You know, I suppose my question is just, you know, why?
I've been looking into your blue eyes the whole time. You were absolutely my number one. And my social cues picked up that you had changed yesterday. And for the first time ever, we talked strat. And I didn't want to talk strat with you. I just wanted to talk to you. You were different. And
I knew you were coming for me, so I had to be so brave. And that's something that I will never forget, writing your name down.
Marky, that day after the challenge when we got back to camp, I said, bro, I've got us. We could have sent Chrissy home. You know, we shook on it, we said, great ride, you know, let's go. My question is, at what point did you then go away from that and change your vote to me? You know, why did you take that option when I was willing to, you know, just back you and let's go one more together and pitch next to you, man?
Yep. I knew at some point I was going to have to make a play on you. And I knew when you came up to me, I felt like your pitch was going to be, let's go, Chrissy. And I knew at that point, for the first time in 46 days, I was going to look you in the face and lie to you and say, of course, mate, I'll do it with you. And I had no intention of following through. And as heartbreaking as that was, it was a move I had to make at that late stage. Part of the reason was, when I'd spoken to Harry that day at the challenge, I realised I'd had a choice to make, and it was going to be either going after and supporting my family or having you there at the end. And I chose my family, and I hope you understand.
Sam, you're up.
Okay. On this jury sits some players who love this game, who genuinely love this game, but for a whole range of reasons, we now sit on the bench and have the most important decision ahead of us. And whilst there probably is a degree of bias, I actually take this role really seriously. Chris, what does this mean to you coming into it, to go for this title, and what does it mean now to be on potentially the precipice of it?
What does winning Sole Survivor and taking the title mean to me? It will far outsee anything that I even thought I was capable of. I came on here, this is Croc's bucket list. I came on here with nearly no idea what I was getting myself into. And every day I learnt off the best in the business. What does it mean? It means that, yeah, I absolutely have smashed it far further than I thought I ever could.
All right, Jesse. What would you like to ask?
Marky, me and my brother, you know, we were fully committed to you and Sammy, and you were able to build a lot of trust there, which really led to my blind side. That was completely, you know, unsuspecting. I didn't think that was coming. You came in here as an ex-SAS soldier, 115 kilo, you're 6'3", you're a returning player, and you performed the first blindside of the game, removing Andy. Yet somehow you were still underestimated. I think people don't see how massive a game you played. So could you just expand a little bit more for me about how managing your threat level throughout the entire game has allowed you to sit in that position right now?
Very, very good question, and well considered. I think one of the ways I did it was trying to be as social as possible and build tight links with people. You bring a lot of trust in with that. I formed genuine connection with just about everyone here. Also, really trying to lower my physical threat profile, so keeping myself low. I was on my back as much as I could be. I was in the water with just my head sticking out as much as I could be. And then the time I was tagged later as a threat, I can't remember who did it, but they basically said, you know, it was you, Geordie. They basically said, yeah, Mark and Sam, you know, they're threats. And I was like, yeah, absolutely we are. And I think just being open like that is disarming, because people connect the dots. So like, I thought he might be threatening, he's admitting to it. Okay, no worries, I know what I'm dealing with. And it worked, because I didn't get my first vote until we were 31 days in. And that was the longest stretch of time for anyone in this game. And so I'm really proud of that. I really thought about everything I did. And everything I did was deliberate and aimed at that one strategy, which was to win.
Perfectly answered, and you know, full respect, you know, game, respect, game. And to be honest, we still look up to you as a role model and someone we want to be more like. So I appreciate that.
Thank you, mate.
All right, jury, you should have all the information you need now to decide who you think deserves the title of sole survivor and the $500,000 that goes with it. Remember, tonight you are voting for a winner. For the last time, it is time to vote. All right, jury, you should have all the information you need now to decide who you think deserves the title of sole survivor and the $500,000 that goes with it. Remember, tonight you are voting for a winner. For the last time, it is time to vote. Khan, you're up.
I'm voting for you tonight because you have the right to represent us. Well played. You played the most rounded game. I have nothing but respect for you.
You are not just my soulmate, but you are my sole survivor of this game. I genuinely believe that you have played the best game, and on top of it, it's been a privilege to have played twice with you of Survivor. So, my vote's for you.
Just so much respect for you as a person on Survivor, and even more respect for you as a person who survived, and it's an honour to write down your name tonight.
I'll go count the votes. Well, there's no doubt this has been an incredible season of blood versus water. The only thing left to do now is read the votes. But a moment like this really should be shared with people you love the most. Mark, you ready to see your little one?
Oh, yeah, of course, Jonathan. Harry!
Love you.
Harry! What are you doing? Hello.
Sam, did you want to come over and say hello?
Harry just wants to say, I love you, Daddy. I love you, Mummy.
Look, it's Mummy.
Hello. Hello, darling.
Okay, so who's taking care of Harry?
My mum, Christine.
Christine. So, Christine, are you surprised that Mark has got this far in the game?
Well, Mark promised me he'd only be going a week. 1 week, Mark. And look how long. 9 weeks I've had this little boy. Amazing. No, I'm not surprised he's done so well. He's a champion, a real champion.
That was the answer you were hoping for, right, Mark?
I was hoping, yeah, and it's so great to see Harry. We've been apart from him for so long, and it's been the hardest run. Really, it's the hardest thing we've done, and we just want to come home.
Well, Mark, we got some more surprises for you tonight. Come on in.
Oh, no way.
I didn't recognise you. You've lost so much weight.
Mark, you want to bring your family over?
Come on, come on. Come on.
Hey, Betsy. Can you introduce us?
Everyone, this is my dad, Robert. And this is my stepmom, Jen.
Hello. So, Robert.
Yes.
Mark has said that he's out here playing this game for his son. What's it like seeing your son so close to realizing a dream?
Oh, we thought he'd last 5 minutes, so it's a shock.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Shay. Are you ready to see some familiar faces?
Yeah.
Come on in.
Welcome. I can't believe you guys came. What is... Hello. You smell so good. Don't smell me.
Anyhow, get him. Shay, bring them all over.
Okay, come join. Oh.
Obviously, we know who Ben is. Can you introduce us to everyone else?
This is my mum, Anne. She's dyed her hair extra pink for this one.
Fantastic.
And my dad's John Mark. And
Jean-Marc, how proud are you of your daughter right now?
Oh, absolutely. There's no words I could describe how proud I am. With Shael, she's tenacious, and she'll conquer whatever she can that's in front of her.
Well, I can tell you that the ballet paid off here.
Definitely did.
All right, Chrissy. I know that you're missing your kids. Are you ready to see them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on in.
Shut up.
Come here, girl.
Jonathan.
All right, Chrissy. We know who Croc is, but can you introduce us to the rest of the crew?
Yeah, this is my little tribe. This is Lulu. She knew your name. That's so cute. This is Mia Moana and Essie Bear. These are my babies.
So, Croc, when you conned Chrissy into coming out here to play this game, did you have any idea that she would make it this far?
Absolutely not. Not until about, I reckon, a week in. And seeing her every day growing confidence and being able to play with her and be on the same tribe and see how she interacted with everyone and how much everyone loved her and be really proud. Like, all of us are so proud of her.
So, Lulu, what do you think about your mum sleeping in the dirt for 47 days?
I feel sad for her.
Ah, you feel sad for her.
It's pretty bad, Lulu. I didn't like it.
All right, Chrissy, before I get to the votes, what's going through your head right now?
Oh, it's a lot, you know. We just did the best we could do. I did the most I could do with the information that I had. Had Croc in my corner, had these guys by my side, so yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Mark, what's going through your head right now?
Oh, it's pretty surreal. I actually wasn't expecting to have family here. They've come a long way from WA, so it's pretty special to have them all here. It's what we were playing for.
Shay, what would it mean to you to win this game?
Oh, everything. It would mean the respect of the jury. It would mean all the fight was worth it. Yeah, it's speechless. It was so tough. It was so much tougher than I expected. So to be able to take that title away is just tremendous. It's massive.
All right, let's get to it. Remember, these votes are for a winner. I'm gonna read the votes. First vote, Mark. 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 That's 4 votes, Mark. Mark. That's 5 votes, Mark. Winner of Australian Survivor Blood versus Water, Mark.
Hey, sorry, mate. I don't smell great. Oh, mate. Thanks, mate. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's hard, mate. Thank you so much. I'm pumped.
This is my beautiful cage. You say hi, Cagey.
Congratulations, you are $500,000 richer.
Wow.
Sole survivor.
I don't believe it.
Blood versus
You deserve it, man. You deserve it.
Well done, mate. You played an absolute cracker of a game.
You dominated challenges. You played a really nice social game, and you played a kick-ass strategic game.
How you managed to make people not believe you had 2 idols, I still have no idea.
You outwit, you outplayed, and you outlasted, and that's the definition of a sole survivor.
Tonight just shows what happens when you bring knives to a gunfight.
Mission accomplished, soldier.
You owe me that steak, big man.
I could have written this down hours ago. So much respect for you as a person in Survivor, and even more respect for you as a person who's survived. And it's an honour to write down your name tonight.
Congratulations, and it was a pleasure rolling through to the end with you, mate.